Have you introduced yourself?
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy, and for about the last 2 years, I have been unable to sit in a chair without pain. I have been unable to sleep for more than a couple hours without getting up and needing to walk off pain. And the pain is quite often an 8 and sometimes a 9. Sitting is for maybe a couple minutes, and as I said, sleeping a couple hours. And I came to treatment here, and we have finally this last week discovered what was the final straw that made it better, and now I'm able to sleep for 6 to 8 hours at night. I don't wake up in pain anymore. I can actually get up and walk pain-free.
Before coming in, what kind of things did you try to do to get it better?
I went to physical therapy, and that made it a lot worse. I would say I was maybe walking around in a number 6 pain before therapy, and then it was a 9 after therapy, and I had to quit therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I also went and got platelet-rich plasma shots. I've had at least 4 of those, and I saw some short-term improvement, but no long-term improvement with that.
Mm-hmm. And now what's been different for the last week? What have you been able to do that you hadn't done the last 2 years?
Okay, the last week I've been able to walk around pain-free. I feel limber. I can bend and move without pain, and I'm excited about even more progress.
And what about sleep?
I can sleep all night without pain, without waking up in pain, and even when I get up in the morning, I can wake up without pain.
Awesome. And any words of advice if someone's been suffering with similar issues? You're even recommended to go to Mayo Clinic and
Yes.
get surgery, but you know we did this without surgery.
Yes.
Right.
Inside of myself, I just sensed that this was not a surgical issue, that it was something that was mechanical and could be taken care of by Dr. Mahdi and Dr. Robert, and I stuck with it, and I've been through a couple months of different therapies, and they are all helping.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
My name is Janice Lynn. I come here for 1 month now. I come here very sick because I have a lot of pain. Because don't sleep good, I don't eat good. I have in my legs a lot of pain in my chantas, legs. After come over here, and then I start taking my supplementos, and then don't eat a lot of like sugars, and then like breads, and they very good, and then come helping for my stomach, for my pain, and then I feel before I have a lot of panic because I don't sleep, I don't drive. I come back and drive again, and then I say my eyes, I start, sometimes I put on my glass away, say where are my glass? Because I feel my eyes come better, very for see far away, because I have far away, medium, and close. Still, and then I feel 9% better in my eyes. And more important for me because I start not walking good, and then I need some chair in the house for 3 weeks before I come here. And then now I feel walking, sleeping, no, they have no problem. I lose pounds. I lose 4 pounds.
You lost 4 pounds. You don't need your glasses anymore.
No, yeah. I start use glasses here, like you see, but sometimes I no need, because I take my glass, I see everything. Again, media far away, and this is, I think, I think people have to do what he did tell you, for eat different food, don't drink nothing to make a problem for like sugar in your body, because need you help when you take the supplementos, because this will help you, and do some exercise in home and think positive for this to come. For me, come like 1 month before, 4 months now, I feel I'm 100% normal.
Yes. All right.
Yes,
Thank you so.
Thank you everything. Thank you everybody. Thank you God for this I have.
All right. Thank you so much.
You need your marijuana? I can do
I
that.
am Jenny. I'm 41 and I've been dealing with issues from Hashimoto's for about 20 years. Mental clarity has gone away. Lots of brain fog over the years has gotten worse. And also about a year ago, I was kicked in the knee by a horse, and we also had a concussion from the fall. And with 2 treatments, I'm starting to already get better. When I went in for my knee, there wasn't much that they could do for me. They tried pain blocks that didn't work.
What kind of pain were you having in your knee after the horse kicked you?
A horrible pain. I've never experienced such pain in my life. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do much for a long time, and still a year later, I'm feeling very disabled.
Was it pain every day now?
Oh, pain, always pain. Yeah, it's been.
What kind of level from 0 to 10?
Well, in the beginning, it was a 10 every day. It slowly went down to a 5 or a 6, and then I started just mentally living with the pain. And so I have to walk sideways up the steps to get up and down the steps.
Yeah.
And I can't do a lot of physical activity. So they really, when I went into the doctor, they didn't know what to do with me because nothing's broken, nothing's torn. So
Yeah, like you said, you had pain blocks. What else did they give you?
that's all they really offered me. They didn't even offer me any pain medication. So it's been difficult, and I've had a hard time sleeping. I've tried a lot of natural methods that kind of take out some of the sting, but they really don't help.
Yeah. And so, how long have you been here now? How many
So
visits?
I've been here for a couple of weeks and had some treatments with the paleotherapy and with QNRT and the quantum neurology. And I've experienced mental clarity that I can't remember the last time where I felt like that, and I'm feeling more empowered.
How old has been the last time you've had that mental clarity, you think? Before you're diagnosed, or how old were you?
Well, before I was diagnosed, probably in high school.
High school.
But I've been dealing with Hashimoto's for half my life, and who knows how long before that I really had things going on. So it's pretty amazing that I can I feel like I can move more too, which is amazing. And after the QNRT, that I felt a release in my knee from other stuff. So
amazing, right?
It's kind of incredible.
So you're having that 5 or 6 out of 10, and now what do you have in the knee?
Now I'm like at a 3.
Like a 3.
So
fantastic
that's
change.
Really huge.
Yeah. So that's great in just in a couple visits or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and then as far as the mental clarity, like this has just been a big change.
That's a huge change. Yeah. I haven't been able to remember things, and I feel more free in my mind. So.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. And I used to work at a bakery in the freezers, and if I would touch my severed finger, it would literally make me almost cry. And I can squeeze it hard, and it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
This is absolutely, and that's been about 4 or 5 years.
It's been 4 or 5 years of that.
Of it being in so much pain, and it had this big bulbous on it. And now it's looking much better.
We just did that in about how long?
3 sessions, I think. This is my 3rd session.
Yeah.
I think, since I've been here.
Pretty amazing, right?
Very amazing.
And what else?
And it was numb.
Yeah,
and
numbness
I
in
can-
those 2 fingers
In
there.
2 fingers, and I couldn't hardly take care of myself personally, hygiene, and now I have feeling. I can feel my fingers when I scratch them, all the way down to the tips now.
Yeah, and 3 sessions we
And
changed
3
that.
sessions.
And did you notice it as we're working on you? Did you notice the feeling coming back?
Yes. Just at this last one, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's glad. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm amazed.
Well, thank you for sharing. Very cool.
Lynn Lang from Hutchinson.
Okay. What brought you in?
Knee pain. I couldn't get down on the floor to play with my grandkids, and I want to be that grandma that does that. Or I still did it, but I would hesitate before I did it. Took a lot of effort, and I would crawl over to things to get back up, to a table for support to help me get back up.
Yeah.
And
What kind of pain were you having in the knees?
Probably a 6 to 7, I would say. Just
6 to 7 out of 10.
out of a 10. Yeah.
And that was just daily walking. And then what was it like going up and downstairs?
Very painful, and especially if I was carrying a basket of laundry, I would have to, find support, hang on to a railing to get my weight up the steps.
And so you've been here maybe 5 or 6 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
And what have you noticed each time coming in? Since you started care here, what have you noticed changes in your knees? What sort of things?
I don't hesitate to get down on the floor to play with my grandsons. Going up and down the steps, my husband said I have the hop back in my step when I'm going up and down the steps, and it's noticeable to myself, but it's noticeable to other people too.
Yeah. So like the pain and everything, just being able to hop up and down the stairs, being able to move without pain.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. It's wonderful. It's just like the stiffness is gone. Just the heaviness of that feeling is not there anymore.
Yeah, really different, isn't it?
It is. It's awesome.
All right. Would you recommend what we do here if other people were having knee trouble, knee pain, even bone on bone?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So
we recommend they come in.
All right. Well, thank you, Lynn.
Hi, my name is Naomi, and I have been coming to functional medicine for about 2 years now. And when I came in, I was a bit of a mess with my health. I was having a lot of knee issues. I was in a lot of pain. And by following their protocols and their methods that they use here, I have absolutely no knee pain anymore. And that's really exciting. They had cured everything with my knee, healed my knee for me. And then I fell on that same knee and fractured it, and I was very disappointed. But within 10 days, they had me back walking, driving, no pain, everything taken care of. It's like a miracle. This place is amazing. And by following all of the protocols that they have and the advice that they have for eating and staying healthy, I've actually dropped 25 pounds with, truthfully, very little effort. I've been using the keto and some grain-free methods with my diet, and I don't feel deprived, and I have a lot more energy. And I recommend that if you're looking for some help, the answer is here. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Tina Cromody, and I came to functional medicine because I was in a lot of pain, lower back into my legs, and I had pretty bad gut health. It was a struggle for me to bend over. It was a struggle for me to get up from sitting, and I'm pretty active, and it hurt. It hurt every single day. I would say for sure I thought about it all the time. And now I'd say I'm pretty pain-free. I can get up with no pain. I can do my regular job without thinking about the pain all the time. And my gut health has come a long way. It's been years of bloating and struggling. And now I don't have to worry about that because I got the right supplements that actually help me. And I'm very grateful, very, very grateful.
Thank you. My name's Sam. I came in here to see Dr. Robert for my neck injury. I was injured in football 5 years ago and basically my head got thrown down with my helmet. They grabbed my helmet and I threw my head down, and I healed probably about 70% with physical therapy and stuff. And it just kind of got worse. And basically 2 muscles in the back of my neck 5 years later felt like it was the only thing holding my neck together. And I got to see Dr. Robert. He was able to get the sides of my neck working again and get everything so it can get stronger. And the muscles are able to heal and they're able to stay loose so that I'm able to get stronger, and it's been a big help.
What percent better from, when you came in, you say that, you're at what percent, and then now what percent better are you now?
I always say I was like at a 30 or 40% when I came in here. Now I've got to be 95% at least.
So it felt very unstable.
Yeah. Like I had a herniated, or not herniated, I just had a small protrusion on my C5 vertebrae, and I got that from mountain biking. I didn't even fall off my bike. It was so weak.
The muscles weren't protecting.
Yeah, they weren't protecting my neck. It was just, and now I can take a fall.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, for those, you can relate when you say like your head feels very heavy compared to what it should, or the concerns. I guess what concerns would you have over leaving it that way?
Well, it was the residual pain. I had pain all the time. I couldn't exercise because it would just get worse every time I exercised. So, and now being able to actually exercise and put on muscle properly is a big help.
So is it night and day difference at this point?
Oh yeah.
Would you say you're fairly healed up or fully healed up, or what?
Oh yeah, I'm healed up for sure. It's it's been nice because like I've noticed I used to work out and things would take a couple days to heal, and I think it was because the neck was still trying to heal my neck. And with the neck healed, I mean, shoot, I could work out and be good the next day pretty much. So
no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for
So
sharing.
my name is Jim Arbuckle. On October 29th of 2020, I was in a serious bike accident where I hit my head on a tree and became totally paralyzed. They took me to HCMC and they fused 3, 4, 5, and 6, put a halo on my head for C1 that was broken on both sides, and put me in ICU for 4 days and then 3 weeks in rehab. And after 3 weeks, I was able to walk out of HCMC, but had very little use of my arms, and hands particularly did not come back as well. They told me after 3 months that that was as good as I was going to get, and unless things got worse, don't come back and see him again. So I met Dr. DeYoung on an airplane, and happened to tell him that I had a problem, and he spent 2.5 hours on the plane telling me about his cure. And when I got off the plane, I made an appointment. So now it's been a month later, and my arms that would not do this, would go to here, now comes all the way up. It's a little bit of a stretch this morning to get this, but I've got good hope that I can get the rotation in that shoulder again, where I couldn't before. The left hand is a little bit behind. It's about half of what the right hand is. But
today, how high did it come in? Today, how high could you lift them?
Today, I came in like this.
That's all the high I would go today, and we made that change.
And that happened within a few minutes. It wasn't real pleasant, but we got it. And so, no pain, no gain.
Oh, look at that. But that's a huge change for what we did in 15-20 minutes compared to months and months of not being able to change it all. Look at that.
Exactly. So I am very pleased, and have some exercises I can do at home to keep that stretched out and keep that happening.
That's amazing. So glad to see it. Well, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add.
No, just got my determination this is going to happen, and Dr. DeYoung is going to make it happen. So it takes a doctor really to do it. I couldn't do it on my own.
Okay, but you are determined. Okay, yourself.
My name is Ron Foreman. I'm from St. Michael, Minnesota. I'm here in Buffalo. and I'm here because I've had back pain and neck pain for most of my adult life, my adult life and longer than that. Neck has been close to 60 years, and my back, I would say, maybe 45 or 50, somewhere in that area. Let's see, I tried to do some golfing the last couple of years, but my back would not allow that, and because the pain shut down my legs, I couldn't walk the course or anything like that, so that was pretty negative. And I've tried just about every chiropractor in this part of the country, plus I had surgery here about 10-12 weeks ago, and that helped, but it was pretty painful for quite a while. And then instead of being both legs, it kind of shifted to my left. And so I'm here with the doctor, and I've been coming for about 6 or 7 days now.
What kind of pain levels were still there after the surgery?
After the surgery, I would say on certain days they'd be as high as, that's hard, you know, the numbers. I would say at least 8.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the pain had shifted from right to left.
So down to leg too?
Yes, and then it created a couple other things. My lower leg on my left side started to hurt, and that never did before. So my coming here now with these new things that they do, I have my neck is completely fine, doesn't hurt at all.
That's the first time in 60 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
amazing.
Hard. Well, I'm old, you know, 60 years. I was 16 playing football in North Dakota, and that's where I heard it. And my back is relatively pain-free now. I can sleep at night. Before, I was always up by 4 o'clock in the morning because it was painful.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a shot at golfing. I'm going south in a couple of weeks, and I'll be down there for a period of time. I really can't thank the doc any stronger. I have to say a couple of things are a little strange. He asks you to say things that you probably haven't said since you're 4 years old, but that's all right. I'm very happy. I feel like they put you on a vitamin type of program, and I feel it's going to, well, I'm going back for a big high school reunion, and I want to lose about 40 pounds. I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
So really your whole body's getting healthier and stronger.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's been, today is a 6th day, like tomorrow will be a week that you've actually did your exam.
Yeah.
So, you know, from being everywhere else, having surgery, what's your impression of coming in? Like, what would you recommend for others?
Well, you know, I recommend you come, and they will set up a program specifically for you, and you may go home some nights pretty tired, but that's beside the point. You know, I mean, I've tried, like I mentioned, a lot of chiropractors. I've had surgery. I did deep tissue tissue massages. I swam a lot doing laps and stuff, and after I had surgery I couldn't do that any longer, but now I'm starting back. So I would say come on in. He's in Buffalo here, you know, it's not far. And
well, thank you for sharing, Ron.
Sure.
Your name?
Oh, my name is Darrel Winkleman, and I came to see the doctor here because of pain I have been going through for up to 30 years in some areas. And one of them was my back that's been troubling me. And I've been told by other doctors that there was nothing they could do to help me anymore. And after talking to him and listening to his advice that he gave at one of the meetings he had, I decided I was gonna try this. And I am surprised that after 2 months, my back is so much better, so much better. I can't even tell you. My shoulder, which was broken in a fall I had, was continually sore, and coming in and seeing him took that pain away, after even being told that cortisone shots would be the way to go to get rid of the pain. But it just seemed like getting the scar tissue to break away and work, my shoulder is so much better. I've had pain in my ribs that's been there for years and years, and I can honestly say now that I just don't feel that anymore. I feel just great. It's unbelievable. And I did have some questions, and even when I came here, about how this would work. And I just can't tell you how much this has helped me all the way through. Makes life much more easier to live.
Did you also have some issues with your legs? With your
my knees?
Your legs?
My legs. I had restless legs when I came in here, and it was really, I was putting lotion on them to calm them down quite a bit when I first started coming. Now, that pain that I felt in my legs, I don't have to use that lotion anymore on it, and I feel just great. I have some itching at times, and I put something on for the itch, and that pretty much takes care of it. And I was going to a neurologist about this and asked him several times, don't we have something that would mend this, that would take care of it? And he said, we know of nothing yet. So he must have gone to the wrong school, I don't know, but I'm very happy now too. Makes sleeping at night better. It's just a world of difference. Okay. So, and I just want to thank the doctor for this. This is unbelievable. It really is. Because I did have questions and everything was answered perfectly. It worked out real well.
Okay. Thank you very much, Darrel.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Janice Lynn. A few years ago, I have a big car accident when I broke my 2 legs. This has affected me in about more than 6 years. I can walk and good, have pain all night. I can sleep, and then I have a lot of stress because all night pain, no sleeping, and then no eat because I'm very nervous. And then now I have for a few not finished my I'm here in the clinic, but I feel very well. I come back to sleep again. I eat again. I walk and move my legs very good. Still sleep and drive again.
You weren't able to drive before?
I don't drive before because I drive before. After this for 2-3 years now, I have panic. I don't want to drive because I'm not sleeping, and because I'm not sleeping, because I don't eat good, and then I have pain all night. To get up, I'm scared. 3 weeks before I come over here in the clinic, I start to walk. My husband have to take me in the bathroom. I feel very sick and just this. And then one day, I get up in the morning, I see in my Facebook this clinic here, and then I say, my husband, bring me there. And then my husband say, last doctor I go send you, because I send you a lot of doctor, nothing work for you. He say, this is forever. And now, 100% is good. I come back my life again.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Thank you, Dr. Hobbs exists for making people very well. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
My name is Ron. I've been fighting fatigue, pain for over a year. I've gone to Western medicine, and had no results, no differences. Today was my first day here at the clinic.
What's the whole picture of, you know, what happened and what began and what are you dealing with?
I had a bug bite that initiated everything to where my belly button got a little infected and started poking out, and then after that went away, I had a herniated disc that just was the most pain I've ever experienced, as far as it felt like a hot dagger was being poked into me and trying to come out the other side. And then from then it escalated throughout my whole body. I have skin sensations, sensitivity. It's like the top layer of my skin is very sensitive. The hair follicles, every touch of a hair feels like a needle. So my whole body is from my chest down to my top of my knees. My hair follicles are very sensitive. After today's treatment,
the hair itself feels like
hair
what?
Feels like wire, like real fine wire. Like I'm wearing a blanket of needles and tacks as far as wrapped around my body. My ribs feel constricted. I have sharp shooting pains throughout, trigger points. It feels like I'm being stung by bees constantly. It feels like somebody has run a hot plate over my back to where I have burning sensations in my armpit. Nobody can figure it out as far as the Western medicine doctors.
So you've seen a number of doctors?
I've seen a number of doctors. I've had injections. I've had chiropractic help. I've had acupuncture. I've had laser treatments. I was given this clinic a chance as far as coming here and seeing what's going on, if they could help. And from the minute I walked in, they were very, very helpful, very descriptive, telling me what's involved and what he thinks he can do. And so far, so good.
Even with what you had, I've never seen anyone who's been in a blanket of needles because their hair follicles feel like pins. I've never seen that.
Nobody can explain it why. They're saying that the T7, T8 disc wraps and is in charge of my nerves in front of my belly, but they cannot figure out why. Today I've had my first treatment and everything was explained to me, and I feel a lot better from just the first treatment already.
Yeah. Is that something, this is different than you've noticed this entire time having the issue?
Totally. Even after acupuncture and after laser treatments from other places, the oxy doesn't even touch the pain that I've had. It just helps me sleep through the night.
The pain, it's good to mention, what kind of pain levels are you dealing with?
Before coming in? 10s. I was dealing with 10s.
Yeah. And now what's it down to approximately?
I'd have to say it's around 5.
Down to 5.
Yeah. And it's getting better the more I'm sitting here. It feels like it's kicking in type deal. So I am excited.
It's a good first treatment.
First treatment went very well, and I look forward to the next one.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, my name is Bob Trinkline, and I'm a guy who has been struggling with knee pain for years, and especially my left knee. And it just got to where it was about an 8, and I was having a hard time working, walking, just doing everyday life things. And so I was at the next step to get a knee replacement surgery. And my wife happened to, on Facebook, find Dr. Robert and said, "You got to try this, Bob." So we came down and had a great evaluation, and Dr. Robert looked at my knee situation, and I shared that I have also, for a number of years, struggled with just body aches and pains. I've been to different doctors. They've given me tests and said, "We don't really find anything wrong with you." But Dr. Robert worked on my knee, got me on a good overall health program, and you know what? I feel great. My knee is down to about a 0 to 2, depending on how much I put stress on it, but it's livable. And so I really appreciate just being here and finding hope. That's what I appreciate, that I've looked all over, but now I have hope, and I feel much better. So thank you.
How about that pain and achiness that was everywhere that you've been to other doctors for? What is that? How is that?
Yeah, the pain and achiness is gone. I mean, and I feel great. And I thank you getting me off of all my self-made kind of supplements and stuff, you know, thinking I knew what to do, and getting me on a good, healthy journey. So appreciate it.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing. And, you know, I hope anyone else who's been struggling with similar issues would hear this. So
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Colleen Pog, and I've been a first grade teacher for 26 years. And I've had knee problems on and off probably for the last 25 years. This last year has been very painful, where I would teach all day and couldn't hardly move or walk at the end of the day. So it started, we went camping up north for a long weekend, and by the second day, I could hardly walk. I couldn't get in and out of the truck, get in and out of the trailer, couldn't be on the floor, couldn't get up. It was almost a 10 out of 10 pain. We had to leave early and come home. So that's when I contacted Dr. Robert, and we have been working for about 3 months now.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, that's right.
3 weeks.
I was gone 3 weeks on vacation and then came back.
What happened, like when you came back from, like you couldn't be on vacation for that long weekend and you're not paying?
Right.
When you came back, what change did you notice when we first worked with you?
Oh, the first day I could feel a difference in just even being able to walk without pain.
Yeah.
And
it changed that quickly, didn't it?
It changed almost night and day. Yeah.
And then we worked on you for a whole week.
For a whole week, because we had a 3-week vacation planned. I was able to go on vacation and do some hiking, had no pain at all. And now I'm back finishing up and doing great and feeling great, and look forward to having a good, relaxing year.
Well, it's pretty amazing, right, compared to what you're dealing with for the last year.
Definitely.
And now you're
big
really
improvement.
find yourself going up and down stairs. You're able to pretty much
be on the floor, playing with grandkids, being able to get up and down, just pretty much being able to do what I want to be able to do.
Yeah. Well, very good. Any advice for others who, you know, wondering if they can avert a knee replacement, because that's one of the things that you were
For about a year I was taking steroid shots, hoping that would help, and they would last maybe a week or 2 at the most. And so my doctor was telling me I needed a knee replacement, and I absolutely didn't want to do that. And so I thought, well, I'll check this out. I don't have anything to lose, and it's made a huge difference.
Yeah. Do you think that you're going to need a knee replacement now after?
I'm not planning on it at all.
Yeah, pretty cool.
No replacements,
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
So last winter, I fractured my back, and for 3 months we were complete and total shut-ins in the house because I couldn't drive, I couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't work. I was out of work for 3 months, and if only I'd known about Dr. DeYoung's clinic and the help that I could have gotten from them.
Yeah.
Because I suffered for 3 months with a fractured back, and I came in here now fractured with a knee, and that was healed in 10 days. I wouldn't have had to suffer for 3 months. So this is really exciting news.
It is great, isn't it? Very cool. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mark Christensen, and this is my first visit.
Okay, and let's see what your squat. Let's see how you do there. And that's down. Go down.
I'm down.
Now, how's the up going?
It's not.
Really difficult to come back up, right?
Yeah, that's the tough one.
That's the problem. Okay, so here's after the first visit. You can see how easy you can go back up and down. And the pain level, what was the pain the first time?
5, 6.
5 or 6, and now where are you at right now?
2.
2, from a 6 down to a 2 in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Okay, awesome.
And I came into this office because I just had a right knee replacement, and my left knee was bad, and I didn't want to have a second knee replacement. And so I started coming, and since being here, one of my major goals was to be able to garden and get down on my knees. And the big one, though, was to be able to just soak in a tub, to get down low enough to soak in a tub. And I absolutely was really getting depressed about it. And here I am today, and last night I was able to get in and out of the tub unassisted myself, and I just felt like that was huge. These treatments have really altered my life and actually my perspective of what I can do, even past what I've been doing. So I really thank Dr. Roberts and this office.
Can you comment on how your surgical knee was prior to coming in, and also a little bit more about
my surgical knee was having issues with the nerves. They call it not reconnecting, and so you have this like tingling like feeling in your leg and knee, and now I really don't have that anymore. And my left knee, I've always had these big knots of fluid that always sat there and really hurt. And now this morning after my bath and stuff, I didn't have those knots in that knee.
Yeah.
And when I walk, I'm not having that pain, you know, that's causing me to kind of favor the left now. And that was my concern.
And you found we've been able to get you out of pain in your both knees.
Both knees, yeah.
Both knees, just being here for a few weeks.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks. I've had 3 weeks of treatment.
And now just, what did your physical therapist say that
they're
wasn't
amazed.
Possible?
Oh, she told me the things I'm doing, most people with knee replacements, first of all, don't have my goals, and they don't even think about doing the exercises that I've been doing. Like I've been doing lunges here when I go in and have that treatment done. I started doing lunges, and she said, Faith, people aren't doing lunges. And I said, well, I am, because I want to garden and I want to be able to soak in my tub on a regular.
Yeah, and a big win last night because you were able to do that.
To get in the tub and out with no problem.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big win.
Yeah.
So
huge win. Thank you, Dr. Roberts.
Thank you.
My name is Shawn DeMars.
And what'd you come in with?
With very poor knees, and my legs were swollen. That's just kind of a bunch of not good stuff going on.
What was the feeling in your leg?
When I came in, the back of my legs were like memory foam. You'd push on them and they would just, it would stay in there. And now it's all back to nice and squishy, and I mean, it's not solid, they're not swollen.
Yeah.
The stuff I had done for the strep, the
microcurrent.
It's the first time in 2 years, over 2 years, that my leg has not itched incessantly. And the scars are actually pink. The skin is pink underneath rather than white, hard. So it's healing. I mean, it itched yesterday, and I itched it, and I thought, oh no. And the itch was a healing itch. You have to have this to understand it, but it was different. It wasn't like you itched it once and then you had to itch it like crazy. It was healing. You can feel it healing. So
very good. So like those wounds, those scars.
From the knees down, I'm 150% better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I thank you guys so much.
Yeah. And even the knees before coming in, what kind of pain levels were you in?
Oh, I was at I suppose a 7 or 8. I don't know. I think 10's got to be excruciating, but I wasn't moving around very good.
Yeah. And now?
Oh, now the other day I climbed over a 3-foot fence.
Yeah, you're moving. You're moving all day.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I am Jim McGuire. I came here because I needed a left knee replacement, and I also had lymphedema in both of my legs. Well, when I needed the knee replacement, which started around beginning of April, I could not walk more than 5 minutes and I'd have to sit down. Excruciating pain. But my wife had seen online that if you come here, that you will not need a knee replacement. Well, that's what I did. And as of August 24th, I do not need a knee replacement. And the lymphedema in my legs were like tree trunks, as my wife would say. Couldn't see my feet because they were so swollen, my ankles and my legs. I'd have to wear compression stockings, which were terribly hard to get on. Well, as of the 24th of August, my legs and feet are doing spectacular, and I don't have to wear anything except for socks.
Yeah. Now you have shoes that don't fit you because
yes, now I
you're
have
down a
some
size.
other shoes that are almost too big for me to wear because my feet have gone back down.
Yep. And then, does it hurt to walk at all with your knee?
Occasionally, but nothing like it used to be.
How
I
long can you
couldn't walk at all. And now I can walk through a casino like I did the other night with no knee problems. And my wife was so happy to see that.
And then how many pounds have you lost?
I am down 27 pounds as of July 20th.
And then that's all in about a month?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah. Pretty amazing changes, and you've done the work.
Yeah.
So
with your help.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You did the hard work though.
Thanks.
All right. Well, any recommendations if people have knee pain or
come on
lymphedema?
Come on in and let the doctors work on you and the staff work on you, and you'll be happy with the results.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Dale, 51 years old. I started seeing Dr. Robert about 6 weeks ago. Wanted to be able to return to ballroom dance classes with my wife last night after 6 weeks of treatment. First time in 6 months, I was able to do a 90-minute session. No pain, no discomfort. Looking forward to keep going. West Coast swing, which is really how I initially injured my knee. I have 2 tears in my meniscus. I have no cartilage on the inside of my left knee. The meniscus area is pretty much gone. It's bone on bone. Ballroom dance career was over.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed West Coast swing, which is a lot of twisting and turning on the left knee. And I couldn't go more than 20 minutes and I'd have to sit down.
Yeah.
Just the pain and discomfort.
So you went 90 minutes? No.
90 minutes, no pain, no swelling.
Pretty amazing. Thanks.
I'm Janice, and I came in because I was having severe pain in my knee. I had had arthroscopic surgery done to repair my meniscus in February, and it never really relieved the pain, and sometimes it would be as high as a 10. And I was having a hard time walking, and sleeping was atrocious because it would wake me up and I'd be throbbing and I'd have to take something for the pain. Some days I'd get out of bed and I'd really have to think about putting my foot down that it was going to actually hold me because I felt like it could go.
Yeah.
And then, so I came in and I went to one of your seminars and or dinners, and I realized that that's maybe what I needed to do because I thought I was going to have knee replacement because they had told me that would happen eventually.
How was driving?
Driving has become a problem because it would hurt so bad that I couldn't put my foot on the gas for one thing, and trying to shift to put on the brake was almost impossible because I'd have to really concentrate and just kind of literally pull it up and put it on the brake. And holding it on the brake was difficult too, so I started driving with my left foot on the brake because it was getting worse and worse. But I took a trip after I had been here a few times, and I took a trip to Branson, and I drove almost all the way down, and then I did drive all the way back, and it went really well. I mean, I got out and walked a little bit, and I was stiff.
Yeah.
But once we moved again, I was good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of walking in
Cruise, of course, is a
Branson.
big help, but you still have to brake and you still have to, put your foot on the gas from time to time.
Yeah.
So,
And since you were having, up to 10 out of 10 pain, like really you were, how's it been now?
now I would say sometimes I feel like I don't have any, and I can go up to maybe a 6 or 7, and then it comes back down though because it's like it seems like I work it out or we work it out, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And now I can feel a little tender from time to time, but that's so minor from what I was having.
This is your third visit.
Third visit.
Third visit today.
Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you for sharing.
Yes.
I am Naomi, and I am in with Dr. DeYoung getting treatment for my left knee.
I fell on October 22nd and fractured my knee, and was told I was going to have to wear a brace and use crutches, and I'm not coming back in to see the orthopedic person until the 22nd. No, until the 15th. I go in on Thursday. So I came in here 8 days ago.
8 days ago with a broken knee.
With a fractured kneecap on my left knee. And when I first came in, I could hardly even get up on the table. I've been doing treatments with a PEMF machine, a half hour each day, and I have a total of 10 days to do, and I have 1 day left.
So this is your 9th day.
This is my 9th day, and I'm already walking without a brace, and
You're able to drive yourself.
able to drive myself here, and I even led with my left foot when I got out of the car to get up onto the curb. So I've almost completely forgotten about the fact that I have a fracture, and it's miraculous. It is what it is.
Yeah. And so you're supposed to see your orthopedic
I'll be seeing my orthopedic doctor tomorrow.
tomorrow. And
Yes.
what did he say? How
Nope,
long you're going to need to be on
Thursday.
there? He said that you're going to need to be on the brace for how long?
Thursday. Oh, he told me I had to be on a brace up until the time I see him, and then he would determine whether or not I could go to a smaller brace. They had me in a brace I was supposed to be wearing that went from my hip all the way down to my ankle to keep my leg completely immobilized. And that's not acceptable to me, so I came in here and
What percent better does your knee feel now? From 0 to 100%?
I would say 100%.
In 8 days.
In 8 days, I don't even feel like I have a fracture. It's incredible. I'm not wearing the brace. I'm driving. I'm just going on with life again, and it's nothing short of a miracle, is what it is.
Very good.
I'm very excited. Very happy.
Very happy. All right.
Yes.
Well, that's great to hear. And, very quickly, it made a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely life-changing for me, because I'm the only driver in our household, and so I have to be able to do the driving and take care of my husband and myself, and so this has really, really been great for me.
Very good.
Life-changing.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Thanks for being there for me.
You're welcome.
It's great.
And when you get to that point, it feels like
A lot of pressure on my knees, and it hurts.
it hurts. 0 to 10, what would you give that? Go up and down again?
I'd say 5.
5 out of 10 there?
Yeah.
Pressure? Squat after my own arrow.
Now it's down to here.
Yeah. And then how does it feel? Give some feedback, a difference of before and after?
Well, you're going way deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I am. I can tell.
Woo, look at that.
We'll see how you are tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Feels a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Very cool. That's your first mile.
Hi, my name is Vicki, and I'm here to see Dr. Robert DeYoung for my knee. In 2014, I tore my meniscus and had a lot of trouble with it, so they did surgery. Didn't really seem to turn out good. The doctor said, you're probably going to have a knee replacement. So a year later, I had a knee replacement. And lo and behold, still had problems with it, went back, had a second opinion on it, and they said, well, we got good news and bad news. You need to have a different spacer put in. So I had another total knee replacement a year later. And after that, some of the pain went away that I was getting from the pinching of the spacer, but I still had all the struggles of swelling, and it just hurt, and I couldn't bend it all the way. I had trouble going up and down stairs. And so, lo and behold, I ran into Dr. DeYoung at a seminar and said he could fix me. And so I was kind of doubtful, but here I am. I've been here 8 times. I can bend my knee, and
How much better is it bending the knee now compared to what it was?
I couldn't bend it before, and now I can bend it as much as I can bend the other one. So I'm totally pleased with that. And on my 7th treatment, I said to him, I said, you know, I really have problems with my arm. I can only lift him up about this far. And I've also had 2 arm surgeries way back, probably 20 years ago, and I've never been able to put my arm behind my back. And lo and behold, he did 1 treatment. I could lift my arms all the way up, and I could put them all the way behind my back, which I was never able to do.
You couldn't do that before?
No, and that was 1 treatment, and now my arm is, I'm just so happy.
Yeah.
So all I can say is if you have any problems, he can probably help you.
Yeah. What about the knee, the sensitivity on the knee?
The sensitivity on the knee, it was like a bad bruise. So every time I would bump it or touch it, the sensation was unbearable. And now
we just worked
we just worked on it, and it's fine. Is
that bruise feeling gone now?
The bruise is feeling gone.
Yeah, we did that in like 5 minutes, maybe.
5 minutes ago, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
I'm Elk River, and I came to Dr. Robert because I've had severe pain in my knees. I would say about a 6. It was really difficult for me to walk just normally, and up and down the stairs. It was just very painful. I wouldn't even be able to do the stairs correctly. I'd do the crab walk, or I'd be pulling myself all the time with my arms to get up and down the stairs to kind of alleviate the pain. I took a chance one day when I felt a little bit better and went for like a mile walk. And when I came back, I felt not too bad, but when I came back home, there was 3 days where I was in such intense pain with my knees that I could not walk. It was horrible. And also when I've had long car rides, I'd get out of the car or try to pull myself out of the car, and I could barely walk. I'd have to just start out really slow, trying to get my footing and kind of make myself start walking so I could keep going, and still in pain, but at least I'd get myself going.
How many years have you been dealing with this? And
I would say about 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
And when you're coming, the pain in the knees was constant. Anytime you'd walk, you'd have the pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. And so what's different now after, is it 2 weeks?
This is the beginning of my 2nd week.
Beginning of the 2nd week. So it's been how many treatments?
4.
4 treatments
total? 4
total?
treatments, and it's been amazing. I just walked up and down the hall with absolutely no pain.
Amazing, right?
And yes.
Yeah.
And trying to do exercises and trying to do deep knee lifts or anything, I could never do that for quite some time.
And now what are you doing?
I'm doing them, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like myself again.
Yeah, I love to hear that. Feel like yourself again. So, well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, my name is Howard Hook. I came in here because my blood pressure was out of control. My weight was up, and my knee, I had knee pain that if I walked during the day, it would affect me. After a month and a half, my blood pressure is down to normal. I've lost over 7 pounds, and my knee pain is gone. My leg strength is up, and I've been power walking for the last week and a half with hardly any problem. So,
yeah, awesome. What kind of pains and things was it affecting you, your knee prior to coming in?
I couldn't climb stairs, couldn't go down the stairs. It was always painful to do anything.
It'd stop you from going up and down them, or you'd have to?
I'd go up and down, I'd just have pain to do it.
Okay.
Doing any squats, kneeling down, I'd have pain. So.
And then the blood pressure has been a nice change too.
Blood pressure, I feel like I'm getting back to normal again. I feel like I can live again a normal way rather than have this constant pressure in my heart that
you could feel that prior.
I could feel that prior.
Yeah, awesome. Good changes.
Yes.
Very good. All right, well, thank you for sharing.
You bet.
Hi, so my name's Bonnie Blanchette. I came in to see Dr. Robert probably 3 years ago. The reason I came in is because I was having so much pain in my knee, so much pain that I really couldn't even kneel on it. I couldn't do any yoga, I couldn't do anything. Through the course of the treatments that he gave me, all of that pain went away. And then I came back later because I was having hormone issues, and he was able to help me resolve those. And the biggest thing was probably just recently sleeping. I was not able to sleep. I was up all night long and not wanting to be awake during the day. And he was able to help me resolve all that also. So if I were to encourage people to come, I would say yes. It's unique, it's different, but it works.
And then any comments on Q&RTs?
Oh yeah. So the Q&RTs, prepare yourself for something that's different and non-traditional. But again, these issues that I had that were buried, he's dug them out, and they've definitely helped to resolve the other problems I had.
Yeah. And do you notice a big change with them? Is it something that, like, has been a big change?
The Q&RTs?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an inside-out thing, and so yes, I think overall it affects my overall quality of life.
Okay.
Yes, definitely more peace. Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Dan Nelson. I was a electrical lineman for 40 years plus, and it's pretty tough on the knees. The last 7 to 8 years, I've been getting injections of cortisone in my left knee, and I was right at the point where my doctor was telling me that the cortisone was actually doing more damage than good, and I was needing to get a knee replacement. And we came across Fundamental, and they sent us a card of all things, literally about 2 days before we were going to go in and get set up for a knee replacement. And
how what kind of pains were you dealing with, and how was it hampering your life?
Oh, the pains in my knee, I had probably maybe a third of the mobility in my knee that I had probably from about 6-8 years before that. It was just stiff and very, very sore. If I tried to bend, if I tried to squat or anything, it almost would let me fall because it was that painful. And so.
And then what about your back? How is that doing?
Oh, my back, my back has been phenomenal. I've had back spasms really bad for probably the last between 3 and 4 years. And after about 3 or 4 treatments in here between the microcurrent and
Dr. Robert working on you.
Dr. Robert working on me, I have not had a spasm now in my back for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. That's the first time in?
It's in about 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
Awesome. And then how are your knees doing now?
My knees right now, I can go up and down stairs. There's some stiffness in it, but I think it's more from me just not being used to walking correctly, because I had been limping on my left knee especially, but both knees for probably the last 8-9 years. So I am absolutely totally happy with what's going on here.
Yeah. And what hope would you give for others that if they're dealing with similar same stuff?
Well, I remember seeing an x-ray on my knee, and if they could straighten that knee out here to get me to the point where I can walk now, and I'm having hopes that in a couple of months I might be able to start jogging again. I think it can help just about anybody, because my knee looked terrible on a MRI. So
so there's hope for others.
Absolutely, totally.
All right.
Well, worth it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
You bet.
My name is Mark Warford. I've been coming here for about a month now. This is my last resort. I've had one knee replaced, and my orthopedic surgeon says this one should be done too. Since I've been coming here, both my knees feel much better. Even the surgical one. I'm feeling very good. Not even mention how well my hands feel now. So.
Yeah. What was the trouble with your knees, like pain-wise, before coming in?
Bone on bone, scraping, pain, waking me up at night. I've had cortisone shots through my doctor or my orthopedic surgeon, and they'd last for anywhere from 2 weeks to maybe a month.
Yeah.
They'd be right back to the same old thing again.
Yeah. And then even going up and down stairs now? How's that?
I can dance and run up and down stairs now. Feel great.
Very good. Any advice for anyone who's heard of, maybe having bone-on-bone pain, didn't know there's anything you could do besides the surgery? Any recommendations you would give?
Oh yeah, since I've never really been happy with my surgical knee, so this is the last place my last chance to come, because I do not want surgery again.
Yeah. And what do you feel the result has been? Like very good? Like not gonna need surgery? Or?
I don't think I'll be needing knee surgery. So I'm feeling very well.
Very good. Okay.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm here for my 1-year reval, and I've just got to tell you that I'm doing great. I'm walking every day for over 2 miles. My husband's really happy with that. A year ago, I was not able to walk, even 3 blocks. I was in so much pain walking, and I went through the program here, and I've totally stuck with it. And my husband just says, "You're back." Because I'm walking, and I've been doing it all winter, and I feel great. And on top of that, I've lost 60 pounds.
Wow. Big difference. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, my name is Steve Olson. I saw these folks online, and my wife looked at me and said, "Hey, maybe we should try this and see if it works." I've been going to see a doctor for my knees for the last 10 years, roughly. Yeah, 10 years, well, 07 to now. I get meniscus shots, or the Euflexa shots. They help. But I needed to try something different because I am looking at knee surgery, and I don't want knee surgery.
How bad is the pain daily for you?
10 out of 10. It's a constant pain. It wakes me up at night. It doesn't allow me to do things like go for walks with my wife. Camping, we're big campers. We do a lot of camping. I can't put up the tent. I have to rely on other people to put up our tent. I want a better quality. And with what happened today, really showed me.
Your first day here.
Yeah, this was my first day here. You are correct.
And when you say 10 out of 10, there's not a time when it's like, oh, it's better.
There's no time where it feels better. It causes me not to walk.
And you carry a brace.
Yeah, I got a brace, and it doesn't help anymore. So I want to try something new.
Yeah. So what's your experience that even after the first treatment, what's changed? that pain wise, what's changed?
My pain went from a 10 to a 0. I mean, it was a total difference. I could walk. I didn't have any pain. My knee doesn't feel like it wants to give out. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Definitely amazing.
Very good. So I guess, what do you have to look forward to now?
Being able to take a walk with my wife, be able to go camping, put up our tent, be able to run with my grandkids, play football with my grandkids. We got this game, it's called Viking bowling that we like to play. It's just, I'll be able to do things with my grandkids, do things with my wife.
And you think, you're encouraged from what we did today?
Yes,
you'll actually do that.
I have. It made a difference.
Okay.
Total difference.
All right. Were you skeptical at first before ever knowing, what we could achieve here?
Yeah, I went to chiropractors most of my life, but this is not chiropractic care per se. It works more on the aura of your body, the electrons in your body.
It works, the nerves.
The nerves, electrons, and I was very skeptical. I didn't have any idea, but I knew about our electrical beings in Earth. Mm-hmm. So when Doc helped and did what he did, I was amazed, flabbergasted. I was just, it's like, take the chance, take the dive and do it.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes.
And is this okay to show anybody anywhere?
Anytime, anywhere.
All right. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to see it online.
Okay. I'm Lleana Turner. I just wanted to let you know how good I'm feeling and how I was feeling before. I was in pain like 24 hours for many years, to the point where sometimes I wouldn't get out of bed. And now I can walk and down the stair, and I feel I have energy.
Yeah.
So I recommend this to everyone.
Where was the pain at before coming in? Where did you have pain?
Where it was? It was everywhere, in my arms, in my legs, in my knee, in my toes, in my back.
And how extreme was the pain, 0 to 10?
Bad. It was bad, real bad, the pain. Yes. Sometimes I just don't want to go out because I was just like almost screaming, all the time. So.
Yeah. What kind of, how many years has it been?
Yeah. Well, I have had pains most of my life, but since I was young. But in the past 10 years, it's gone out of control.
Yeah. I'm sure you've tried many other things. Have you tried many other things?
Well, I used to take a lot of Tylenol and Motrin things, and nothing. Well, all it did was affect my stomach.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take anything. I would take pain.
Yeah. And what have you noticed? I think it's been 3 visits now?
Yeah.
And what's different now?
Oh my God, I can walk, I can sleep, I don't feel pain.
Is the pain all gone?
Just about completely.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm really happy.
Yeah. So good to see. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Sure.